because breathing is obviously the key to life. So always do it. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Sophie Equine, and today what I'm going to be doing is telling you my 5 top tips on how to stay calm before you compete. Okay, before I start the video, remember to like and comment on my recent YouTube video, not this one, but the one before this one, to receive a shout out on my Instagram, which is Fifi_EQ. And then remember to go and sub to my channel and like the video down below. Okay, so let's get on to the video. Okay, so my first top tip is to maintain your breathing. This may seem like quite a broad tip because obviously there are so many things that you can do to maintain your breathing. But the one that I always find that works with me is before, and I always get so nervous when I go cross country. It's always the worst one for me. So before I go cross country, I always talk to Faye when I'm warming up and just going around the course as well, because breathing is obviously the key to life. So always do it. If you're not doing it, then talk, because it really helps to maintain it. Okay, so my next top tip is to always get a good night's sleep. Again, this may seem like a really stupid tip because every single night people try and get a good night's sleep. Well, I do anyway. But I have a trick. Well, not a trick. But I have downloaded an app called Headspace. And it's an app where you put a sound on, a track. It's free. There is a full version, but I don't have it. But you put a track on, and first of all it gives you an exercise on like keeping your body still and calm, and then it goes on to describing like an atmosphere, well, not an atmosphere, but it's like a room, and there's one called Cat Condo, I think, and I always listen to that one. It's not interesting, but it's not meant to be because obviously it's trying to get you to sleep. So I listened to it for about 15 minutes, and then I just turn it off so it doesn't drain my battery, and then it always works for me because I always get to sleep straight away. So if you listen to it for like 10 to 15 minutes, I always find that it gets me to sleep, and I find that it's like it helps me so much to like the next day when you compete, because I just find like your brain's all fresh and ready, and yeah, I just find it helps so much. Okay, so my next tip is to motivate yourself. This sounds so cringy and weird, but it helps so much. So what I always do before I go cross country is I always talk to my mum, and about what, like 2 or 3 minutes before I'm about to go on, I always talk to her and I always say, this is going good, this is going bad, what the hell do I do? And she always helps me and keeps me calm, and I just find it helps so much. And yeah, so even if you don't want to talk to your mum, talk to someone who can answer you back. It doesn't even have to be before you're about to go in. I always talk to Bray the night before. Bray's one of my really good friends, and we just talk for hours. We FaceTime each other like sort of every night, and it's so good because no one ever backchats. No one ever goes, you're wrong, or well, no, it's when you're like you're talking about something and it's, I'm worried, and then you go on, and they never argue. So get someone who you can really trust, and someone who can just sort of calm you down, because I find it helps so much to like keep you really calm and controlled, because I always lose it before I'm about to go in, and it's horrible. But yeah, always find someone who you can just talk to and who you can trust, because I find it's so good and it helps so much. Okay, so my fourth top tip is to always read your dressage tests or riding diaries before you compete. So this may sound like a bit of a stupid tip because dressage and cross country don't really go together. If you don't do dressage tests, then just ignore this one. But I always find it helps so much to read my old riding diaries. So before I don't write a diary, by the way. I'm not sad. I'm not saying that people that do it are sad, but I'm just saying that after I ride, I always write down what discipline I've done, what pony I've ridden, and what I learnt, and I write it down every single time I ride, because then when I ride next time, I know what to work on. I find it helps so much before you compete because you've got something that keeps your brain in gear and keeps going, so you've got something to work towards. So instead of thinking about your nerves, you're thinking about what you're going to be working towards and what you're going to be doing. If you don't write a riding diary, then always look at your dressage tests, because judges put bits at the bottom saying do this or do that. So always look and go the night before. Just think, okay, tomorrow I'm going to work on this in my warm-up or while I'm going round. So it always calms your nerves down, and it always keeps you calm because you're thinking about something else instead of your nerves. Okay, so my last top tip is to tell yourself that there is no danger. Okay, this may seem so stupid, but it works. So when you're nervous, what happens is your brain tells yourself that there is danger, and that is what creates the nerves. So what I always do is I always go, I've done this so many times before, and if you haven't done it, just make yourself think that you have, or tell yourself, oh, I've practiced for this and I've done it. There's no danger. And even if there is danger, well, for one, if there is danger, why are you doing it? Obviously horse riding is dangerous, but why are you doing it if you're causing yourself danger, real danger? But yeah, remember to always tell yourself that isn't no danger, because it really calms me down. Or I find it calms me down anyway. I don't know about anyone else, but I find it works so well. If you don't tell yourself that there's any danger. So that is my last top tip. May seem like a bit of a sad one, but if you try it, then it actually works. So just have a go. So guys, thank you everybody for watching. Throw my hand on the blade for you. I jump in